Hey guys, today's first day. Only took one trade today, which was actually a winner. But yeah, we dumped a lot from the opening, so not an easy day. Definitely could also be a day which we avoid. But I kind of felt really confident in the trade I took today, and yeah, really content with the trade I took. So only one micro because we are really volatile, as you see right here. So 70 points stop loss. And yeah, aim basically for a 2 to 1, so 8.9, probably something like that. And yeah, that's basically the trade which I took today. And yeah, let's break it down. So let's start on the daily conditions. It's not really easy. We're still banging around. I think the overall direction is lower, but we get so many bullish news all the time that we kind of have struggles. Yeah, really trading lower. But I do think that we're going to trade lower. I think that's not really what we see right here, because always the moves to the downside are really aggressive, and I think that's definitely a sign that we're going to definitely reach lower. There are lots of daily targets you have to be aware of. Basically, the bearish FOMO gap, which we trade into, which already indicated today could be a bearish expanding day to the downside if we basically react off the bearish FOMO gap right there. Still also looking at the inversion FOMO gap or bearish FOMO gap right here, which now gets basically reclaimed because yeah, we failed to close outside it basically the last 2 days, but now we are definitely trading towards the downside, probably closing below it. That's something I'm measuring, and also what I'm looking at is basically the quadrants level of yesterday's bullish wick. So that's a rejection block in the daily chart. Just looking at the quadrants levels, how we react there. So let's drop to the hourly chart. Right here you can see what I mean. Yeah, right here we had bullish news. Not really important to me what kind of news there are, but yeah, really bullish news. Kind of already indicated that we could eventually also see some low resistance to the downside, because as I mentioned before, to me the high time frame is still looking bearish. Therefore we are definitely going to basically reprice this to the downside. And because we did it this quick to the upside, it's also likely that we do it really quick towards the downside. So yesterday we had really this consolidation day, but yeah, we also cleared up the equal highs right here, came down, and then yeah, bullish news swept also the equal 50-minute highs right here. And now basically today's trading day, nothing really special, I think. So what we see is that we took out London highs, and yeah, with the opening we just dumped lower. I think we can also drop to regular trading hours. So what's right here important is we have a bullish open range gap to the upside, so premium gap of 275 handles, definitely in trending conditions. And then we want to see how we react to the quadrants levels. As you know, once we close below the upper quadrant level and CE, then it's likely that we're going to close in today's new open range gap. That's what we did. We also expanded definitely beyond it. But now basically the market maker sell model is, in my opinion, kind of complete. So we traded into, if we drop once again to the 50-minute chart, you can see we have this bullish candle right here with the wick towards the downside. That's a bullish rejection block, also equal to the low right here, so we can expand it also there. And that's also quite important to us, because as you see right here, we traded perfectly to it or into it. Just looking at the quadrants, if we hit something right here, oh, that's quite interesting. So almost also traded perfectly to CE right here. And that's something I really liked. So I was mentioning, or I marked this out, I was looking at that. If we basically see some nice reaction here, we can definitely see some retracement, because then our market maker sell model is finished, buy side delivery, sell side delivery, trading into a 50-minute rejection block. And more importantly, also if we drop back to electronic trading hours, we can see that if we drop to an hourly chart, close below, basically also trade into the hourly rejection block right here, perfectly closed at CE of the high time frame gap. That's really important, because definitely on the hourly chart we don't want to trade against a really long wick, but also if you drop lower on the 5-minute as well. With 10 AM we open up, so every body close is really clean, as you see right here. the bodies are respecting the higher time frame gap. Why? Because we do it with a new hourly candle, and that's indicating a higher time frame retracement. That's really, really important to understand. If we would trade, for example, against a huge wick, which is towards the downside, but we are still trading basically a retracement, then it would definitely fail. We would not see a higher time frame retracement. We would only see a shallow lower time frame retracement and then a continuation towards the downside. But in that case, we are opening up with the new 10 a.m. hourly candle. The bodies, even if we, so basically it's really interesting. We can drop from the 4 hour all the way to the 1 hour, 1 minute. Also, if you look at here, 2 hour respecting the CE level, 1 hour respecting CE, 50 minutes respecting CE, 5 minutes respecting CE, even towards, we can drop towards the 1 minute chart, and we can see that even right here, basically the bodies are respecting CE, and that's why the prices, basically why price action, why the markets are fractal. So that's really important to understand. That's really important just to get, and therefore this trade was really high quality, and also due to the fact that we trade into the 50-minute and 5-minute rejection block on regular trading hours. So the market maker sell model was complete, and we, as you see right here, only did damage to the sell side. So actually right here I was even kind of bullish. I definitely with sweeping the session lows, it was kind of, could have also expected that we're going to trade towards the upside. Why? Because also on the S we have the equal highs right here with the daily chart. So definitely an interesting liquidity pool, but as you see, only trade towards the downside. ES is definitely way more bullish than NQ, so ripping towards the upside. As you see right here, NQ is a bit slower than that, but yeah. So now back to the execution I took, or basically first was what was my thinking process. So once we basically trade this aggressively, even if we close below the upper quarter level and CE level, I don't want to chase anything in here. We are so way beyond the opening prices. We scrapped every session liquidity. Yeah, definitely you could say our market maker sell model is only finished once we trade back to that right here, to the rejection block. But in that case, I don't really know. I don't really like it to chase prices. So the rejection block, the CE level is based on the hourly chart. You can see right here where we also trade into. So I don't want to chase prices. So I'm really patient. I'm just waiting. Actually, I was already thinking about not trading at all today, but once again, with 10 a.m. opening up, everything really cleared, or basically got cleared up. I like that we have a really clean CST right here, attention is state and delivery, also within our 10 a.m. macro. And then I was just looking how we traded, and I think then there's nothing really much to say about. So also reacting of the order block right here, so not order block of the breaker, bullish breaker right here. That's also quite interesting how we trade there. And I wanted to see really that we are having a low resistance liquidity run on the lower time frame. I was not expecting that we would bang around a lot towards the or around here, because if you're going to see a high time frame retracement, then the hourly expansion will be quick, will be within the hour we have right here. So we need to trade higher. And then what I was aiming for is the upper quarter level of the daily wick right here, of yesterday's daily wick. So that's just a level I was interested in. You could also aim for the buy liquidity right here, but just once again, because we have such a aggressive trending day towards the downside, you have always to be careful if you trade against the higher time frame trend. It's really not recommendable, but in that case, I was trading also aligning with regular trading hours. I think I don't really like the structure as well in here, because we kind of also miss out on displacement, I have to admit. So we're not really clearly reacting off something in here. Yeah, we definitely do see the CSD, but in that case, I really like it so much. We could have already entered right here actually, but in that case, I wanted to be a bit more patient. So because the CSD is already valid with the body close above the down close candle right here, could have also already entered right there, but yeah, was really patient. Wanted to be a bit more sure that we are going to see this 5-minute higher time frame retracement. And also right here we have basically a lower time frame market maker buy model, sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve, and yeah, so that's a trade I took. Really small range, but yeah, that's basically it. Nothing really special. basically just reacting of the breaker right here. Maybe I will mark it out, the wick right here as my breaker block. Bullish breaker, or is it right here? And yeah, that's really bullish that we also failed basically to trade back to it. That's actually what we want to see in that case. Because we already do have those wicks being in place. That's also something maybe I kind of intuitively did. Because if we do not have basically displacement in here, we also do not have any inefficiencies, and therefore I don't really expect that we're going to trade lower, because there's nothing to be to get balanced, and therefore I expect that we trade towards the upside. And yeah, I think that's basically it. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm not trading tomorrow, and then I'm definitely not trading for 2 weeks probably, unfortunately. Or what? I don't know, not unfortunately, but I'm on vacation once again for 2 weeks with friends, so not really able to trade, I guess. We have to see. But yeah, still a nice trading day, and see you soon. Safe trading, guys.